New research shows the physical toll COVID-19 can have on a person may last months after they no longer have the illness. Post-recovery symptoms can range from fatigue and coughs to more serious complications like shortness of breath and memory loss.
But medical experts say that exercise and physical therapy can reverse those effects and strengthen your immune system. Homa Bash sat down with one couple who says they are forever grateful to a rehab facility for giving them another chance.
For 54 years, Bruce and Kathleen Carter have spent their lives side by side.
I'm 73.
You are not 73 or 74.
74.
We can hope.
That is, until COVID hit. They both got sick with coronavirus last March. Kathleen recovered at home, but for Bruce, their worst nightmares came to life. 44 days in the hospital, 17 days on a ventilator, days of dialysis.
I had to say goodbye to him at the door. I could not go in with him. I could not be with him.
By the time I got out, I couldn't walk. I couldn't swallow. Had trouble talking.
For a man who has spent his entire life being active, it was a huge blow. So Bruce was brought here, Kirtland Rehabilitation and Care. 21 days of vigorous rehab to get his body and his mind where it needed to be.
The guys had exercised me, and I told them, I said, work me as hard as I can. I want out.
He wanted to come home so bad.
It takes a lot out of patients, so much. It's sad to see.
Physical therapist Lawrence Bradley worked with Bruce day after day, strength coming back step by step. He says they've seen COVID patients ranging in age from their late 40s to their 90s, needing rehab after recovery more often than most people realize.
Pretty much the fatigue has been the main issue with most people. Difficulty catching their breath. They can't get enough air. It's much more debilitating than I would even thought in the beginning.
And for Bruce, nearly a year later, the effects of the illness are still felt.
Every system in his body was affected by COVID. His kidneys, his lungs, his intestines, every inch of his body, his heart, everything was affected by it.
Despite the pain, though, there's progress every day. And he's forever grateful to the doctors and nurses at Lake West Hospital, the team at Kirtland Rehab.
They did so much for me. I can't thank them enough.
And of course, forever and always, to his lovely wife.
The Carters wanted to share their story to remind people how serious COVID can be for some and how differently it affects everyone. Like you heard, Kathleen had coronavirus. She recovered at home with pretty mild symptoms, while Bruce suffered so much. Now he says he has good days and bad days, but someday he's hoping to get back to the active guy he was before getting sick. Homa Bash, News 5.